Hello everybody, welcome to some Battlefield Hardline beta gameplay, and today what I really want to do is I want to talk about my initial impressions of the game as far as the beta is concerned, and then we're going to move into some channel update kind of stuff, because as you guys might be able to tell, there are some things happening here, and oh damn, that was a big breath in. We're going to try not to do that. I guess we're going to start with the bad stuff about the game, and then we can move into the good stuff, because unlike Battlefield 4, I'm going to be a little bit more harsh on this. With Battlefield 4, I went kind of easy with my first impressions, but now we're going to BAM! Clap down. That was a lot. Damn! That was under my table, too. Okay. With the game, some bad things that I found where, one, it looks like Battlefield 4. Just off the bat, it looks like Battlefield 4. And I understand that it's in the same engine and stuff, but like the lighting in it, it just really doesn't seem like a cops and robbers kind of broad daylight thing to me. It feels way too warm for that. The lighting feels like too orange for me, and maybe that's just me. I don't know what other people might think. The next thing is the vehicle controls. They're kind of half-assed, and I'm not going to say that it's like that because it's in a beta, because everybody saw Battlefield 4's beta, and they were like, oh, these issues are because it's a beta, and it's not. So I'm going to bring that out there. The vehicle controls are bad. They work. There's nothing broken about them. They're just kind of lazy. Also, with the city that you're in, like you're in a city during a robbery, and there aren't any cars even like parked outside on the streets of the border or anything like that. And that just kind of, it bothers me. While the game is quite a bit, it performs significantly better than Battlefield 4 did. I did notice some frame drops during things such as like if there were a large concentration of people in an area and like maybe a few grenades go off at the same time, you will notice a frame drop, which it comes to be expected, but it was kind of weird to me that it dropped to like 24 FPS, and that could be just because I was like recording or something like that too. But yeah, so fun. The other thing, Jack Frag said this, when you're running, it's definitely the same speed as it is in Battlefield 4, which is a fine speed, but the animation seems to be going way too slow, so it just looks, it looks fairly off, and the character models are pretty low res, and same with the inside of a car. You can definitely tell that it should get better, I hope, when the game is fully released, considering you can spend quite a bit of time in a car. What was really fun is the motorcycles. I think the mechanic is broken, but I'm not complaining. We're moving into the good parts here. The motorcycles were just fun as hell, because if you hit W, you can just, well, forward, I guess, you can literally drive over pretty much anything. Like, I was on the sides of walls and stuff, and it was amazing. It was fun, and they performed well. There wasn't any like rubber banding or anything, which shows that the servers are okay. Far better than Battlefield 4, but again, I believe that these are actually out on the same netcode that Battlefield 4 is out on now, so that could be why they're fairly nice for a thing like this. And they're not packed either, because it's just a beta. I hit the table there. What else? I enjoyed, I don't know really what else. I mean, I guess the UI is what you call it, the HUD. All that stuff they did, it's just reskinned. I'm gonna be blatantly honest there, but the reskin is nicer than what I thought it would be. And just two things that I missed in the bad part, real quick. When you're sprinting upstairs, there's times where you can get like stuck in a wall. Not stuck, but like you'll clip into it. And also, there's some sounds that are just completely gone. This recording doesn't have sound because I couldn't get the sound without having the Skype audio, and that'd be weird. But there's times where like grenades will go off and there won't be any explosion sound and stuff like that. There was a point where I found a car and it was upside down, and like me and my friend were jumping over the car and like flying into the air, and we didn't die or nothing, but it wasn't drastic. And then there was another time, I don't know what happened. I think I got like off a motorcycle or out of a car, and I just straddled a railing, and my dude put his hands in the air, and I got shot to shit. that was actually quite an interesting time. Overall, I don't feel like it's a complete new game, really. Maybe it's the fact that we can't play outside of this one map, but to me this feels like something that should be a DLC where you get to play as cops and robbers, and these two game modes should just be DLC. Because if these are the only two game modes they're adding, I haven't really read into too much about what else is happening, but it just seems like it could be like a more expensive DLC. It could be like a $20 DLC, but this doesn't feel like another $70, $120 Battlefield. And Battlefield 4 certainly wasn't, so what makes me want to think that this is going to live up to it? There's nothing. And I urge anyone who wants to buy the game, please wait for reviews. Don't ever pre-order another game from EA. I don't pre-order in general, but just don't go from EA. And yeah, I mean that's really it. I don't think it should be sold as a complete game, but maybe there are some things that are gonna change that around for me in the future. Now we're gonna move on to some channel stuff. And as you guys know, summer's coming up, and I've been looking, and I see like when I start out a series, it'll get like a good amount of views, but as it goes on, like even just to the second episode, it'll stop with that, and I don't quite know what's going on. The only thing that I can really conclude is that people just kind of get bored after that. So what I want to do is I'm just going to stream if I want to play through a whole game. But you're welcome. But if I want to like make a video for YouTube, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find more like one-off series. Like I have Super Indie Saturdays, and that's just fun to make. I don't know how well it's being received right now or any of that stuff. And then I want to do like just more like fun collab stuff that I could edit a lot, and at least for the summer anyway. I want to have some series that just videos that I put time into and that get received well and that look interesting to people, because when you see like Thief episode 13, what makes you want to look at that? There's really nothing. That's just kind of my take on it. And we're getting pretty long here, so that's basically it. There's a podcast coming out tomorrow, and these kind of gameplay commentary videos, I think they're just gonna be how they have been for the past like forever. They're just gonna be whenever I feel like making one, I'm gonna do it. They're not gonna be on like a weekly schedule or even a monthly schedule. This is just kind of to let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, tomorrow is a podcast, and I really urge you guys to check it out. It kind of starts off slow, but once you get to like the 15-minute mark, it definitely picks up and gets really funny from there. So I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed. Peace.